Presentation on analysing a radio station that plays radio drama. My station I've gone for is BBC Radio 4 Extra, because Radio 4 just wasn't good enough to have an extra one. So mainly it broadcasts radio drama. It's the UK based station, obviously, because it's BBC. But radio drama in it sometimes broadcast just repeats the things that have already been on Radio 4, or like extended editions of dramas that have been on Radio 4. They play lots of old comedies, like old comedy shows, and they have something called The Seventh Dimension, which is like a sci-fi drama. When it started out as BBC 7, which like broadcast basically kind of the same stuff, but BBC 7 had some kids programming as well, so they had some stories, and then maybe like they had some competitions, and they played a bit of music. And there was 2 shows for kids. One of them was called Little Toe, which is now CBeebies Radio, and Big Toe, which now doesn't really exist anymore, but Big Toe had the music and the competitions and the a radio friendly version of Newsround by CBBC. A lot of it's like programming is just from the BBC archive from like the 60s and 70s. BBC 7 launched in 2002, but then it changed to BBC Radio 4 Extra in April 2011. But it kept like the same programs when it changed, but it had some like new additions, so some other stuff that they'd found in the BBC archives and more extended editions from Radio 4. The station is mostly based around comedy. It's like they have some drama, but the majority of stuff that they play is comedy. And it's lots of different types. Like they used to play the radio edition of Little Britain. They like premiered that, but they also play some stuff like some 70s stuff. My mind's gone blank. Sci-fi stuff, as I mentioned before, Seventh Dimension. That's at like midnight. Mostly during the night they just play repeats of. They just like basically play the daytime schedule again. So the majority, there is like very little live programming. It's mainly just someone announcing what's coming up next and what's coming up later. They have some like murder mystery stuff as well. They normally get about 1.6 million listeners a week, and those listeners are listening for like an average of around 5 hours or so. So that shows that people are tuning in for like, they're not just tuning in for bits of dramas, they're listening to the whole dramas and maybe even a few of them. And it has 0.9% market share. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
We good?
Going good.
Awesome.